Whenever we think of one of the most popular street foods, the one name which pops up in our mind is pav bhaji. Let us take a look at how to prepare it at home, restaurant style. Let's take a look at the ingredients. 5 finely chopped onions, 2 big capsicums which are being finely chopped, tomato puree. I have chosen 8 tomatoes for this. You can alternatively even scrape off the skin and cut it into small pieces. 5 to 6 florets of cauliflower which I have grated, 5 potatoes boiled and mashed, 2 fistful of green peas which have again been boiled and mashed, 2 small beetroots which I have boiled and grated. The best way to boil the vegetables is to keep the potatoes, green peas and beetroot in separate vessels in the cooker. Keep it till 3 whistles followed by simming for 15 minutes. We'll also need 25 flakes of garlic, 4 to 5 small pieces of ginger, 2 green chilies. Grind them together in the mixer to form the chili ginger garlic paste. 2 to 3 tablespoons of pav bhaji masala, 2.5 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 bowl of chopped coriander, 1 lemon that I have cut into pieces, and salt to taste. In a pan, we will take 4 to 5 teaspoons of oil. Let it heat sufficiently. Next, add the ginger garlic green chili paste. Stir it a little and then splash water in it. You'll get a very nice aroma, and this is what they do in the restaurants to really give a very appetizing smell to the pav bhaji. Stir it nicely till the raw smell goes away. Then we'll add the finely chopped onions. Add around 3/4 bowl and keep the rest of it aside for the garnishing. Add little turmeric powder and stir it once again. If you feel it is turning dry, you can even add a little oil in it. You will know the onion has got cooked when it acquires a nice shade of pink and turns soft. This is the time we add the chopped capsicum in it. Mix it well till the raw smell goes away and then add the tomato puree. Mix it well. Next, we will add the Kashmiri red chili powder. This gives a very nice red color to the pav bhaji. Add salt as per your individual preference. The step after this is very important. You keep on stirring and gradually the water content in the tomato puree will reduce and oil will start separating from the side. That is the time you know that the tomato and the capsicum have got cooked. The raw smell will go away and you will get a very nice taste to the dish. We'll see now that the oil has started separating from the sides. The next vegetable we add is grated cauliflower. Stir it for a while. Add the boiled and grated beetroot. Now this is a trick to give a natural rich color to the pav bhaji. If you feel it is getting too dry, add water to get it to the right consistency. We'll add now around 2 tablespoons of pav bhaji masala and mix it. Next, add the boiled and mashed green peas. will add the boiled and mashed potatoes. Now since potatoes, green peas or cauliflower tend to make the vegetable a bit bland, it is very important to strike the right balance of ingredients while preparing pav bhaji to get the right taste. We add 1 more teaspoon of pav bhaji masala at this stage and then sprinkle a little lime. Give it a boil and our bhaji is ready. See what a beautiful color it has got. We now move to the next step, which is getting our pav ready. For this we'll take ladi pav, separate it into individual pavs and then cut it in the center without separating into 2 parts. Heat a pan and add a dollop of butter in it. Once the butter starts melting, sprinkle a little bit of pav bhaji masala in it and then place your pav on it. Sprinkling a little bit of masala gives the pav the restaurant style taste and color. Roast both the sides nicely and then take it off the pan. Repeat it for as many pav as you would like to have. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe. Please feel free to drop in your comments, like the recipe and subscribe to my channel